The power framework is absolutely relevant to the way we manage the world of work and even our personal lives. But let me share a story about how the power framework worked out in my extensive corporate career. So power, the first letter is P. Priorities. Of course, during a merger, we needed to know what were the philosophical underpinnings of the merger. What is it that we wanted to accomplish? What were the guiding principles? O, obligations. What were my obligations as the head of workforce, the policy and internal consulting role? It was my obligation to make the workplace fair and respectful so everyone had an equal chance of succeeding. W, was it worth my while? Absolutely, that's what I'm all about. It's about helping other people succeed, giving every person a chance. So I really gave it my all and then some. It was worth some of the sacrifices that I made. So absolutely worthwhile. Was I energized by it? Absolutely. Oh my God. There was no shortage of problems to address, and there were no limits to possibilities. We were totally unconstrained to designing innovative programs. And at the time, the Chase human resource practices were among the most progressive in the industry. I didn't know that at the time. But it was energizing to create the first framework, to create the first network, to create the first call center, to create new human resource technologies, and to cascade it throughout the organization across the country and globally. Last but not least, resources. Well, I had a team of 9 people at one point. How do you accomplish all of this with 9 people? Well, everyone steps out of their own job description, as I said. But I didn't have enough resources. So making sure that I went out and recruited people who had influence, people who had passion, people who had knowledge, and people who cared about designing programs, policies that would work the best in the front line. So being resourceful was absolutely a critical success factor, and the resources were not only internal, they were external. I sat on a lot of industry groups and benchmarking teams. So when I picked up the phone and called one of my competitors to ask them how they did something, they would openly share it right away. So being resourceful is a critical success factor. So I ascribe to the power framework.